Hey everybody, we are Dicey Decisions, and we are here tonight with our weekly one-shot, doing a version of something we kicked off over a year ago with our original author adventure series. This is where we have authors with us playing characters that they've written and converted into Dungeons and Dragons characters, or possibly Dungeons and Dragon characters that they converted to something they were writing and then back to something in Dungeons and Dragons again. However, it's exciting to get a group of authors together to let them embody their characters in a way that they don't necessarily get to do in just a writing exercise. They actually have to speak as their character and interact with other characters as their character. So it gives them a chance to really explore what their characters are like. So it's super exciting. We are so excited to have you all. Couple quick announcements. We have two weekly campaigns. One is on Monday night. That is our Zeros to Heroes campaign. It's set in the world of Tal'Dorei from Critical Role. And our buddy Jack runs a group of players through that. It's a very narrative-driven game, super exciting game. So check that out on Monday nights. On Friday night, we have our Twist of Fate campaign, where I DM a group of the original players from Dicey Decisions, playing through Turn of Fortune's Wheel from Planescape, with some Book of Many Things content thrown in, and into Vecna Eve of Ruin, taking that campaign from level 3 all the way to level 20. Super excited to see how that one comes out. That's our Friday night game, so you can catch that here. And then we're doing weekly one-shots, this being one of them. The goal of our weekly one-shots is to try different game systems, or let people try their hand at DMing that have never DM'd, or let players try their hand at streaming, players who have never streamed before. So we're coming up with all these different ideas of things to try out as one shots, and we're doing those trying to do one a week. And one of the things that came up was, hey, we should bring back author adventures. So we partnered with Zapwham Pow, and Zapwham Pow is, hold on, I got a blurb to read. I did my research. Zapwham Pow is an inclusive reading and writing challenge that has a 5-part and 7 months of that has 5 parts to it and 7 months of challenges a year. The goal of Zapwham Pow is to build community, foster. Hold on, missing words here. Foster support, and work towards collecting our exclamation points as we dig deeper into our creative adventures. So it's such a beautiful community of writers, and that's where most of the people I think on tonight's stream were found, or authors that are participating in Zapwham Pow. It's a super exciting community of writers, and if you have inkling to be a writer, or you just love to read, there's a segment just for people who love to read. Go check them out. They've got a Discord, Zapwham Pow, all one word. You can check that out. And also, if you're interested in doing one shots with us, check out our Discord at Dicey Decisions RPG. So I think that's it for the announcements, which will bring us to introductions. First and foremost, before we get into the game itself, I want to do player introductions, since these are mostly new faces to us. And I'm actually going to start with the not so new face to us, because Crystal Pup played in one of our one shots a couple of weeks ago. So Crystal Pup, give us who you are, what you do, what you like to do, all of those kind of things, and then end with the character you'll be playing this evening.
Yes, I am Crystal Pup, she, her. I do a lot of fan fiction type writing, so I just write for fun. I don't have anything published. Maybe one day, but I'm mostly just writing for me and myself right now. And I do a lot of D&D style writing, fantasy writing, that whole genre of writing. And I will be playing. Her name is Amelie.
Excellent. Whoever wants to jump in next.
I'll go. Hello, everybody. My name is Eros. My pronouns are they, them. I am, in my real life, I am a stage manager, but I am kind of returning to my childhood love of writing, coming out of the fan fiction and role play world into the D&D world, and I am now adapting my player character from my long-term campaign into the main character of a novel I am writing that is set in the beautiful fantasy world that my partner has been lovingly crafting for the last 18 years. So getting to write him and then getting to play him here is super exciting. And his name is Isaiah Kiase.
I'll follow up Eros. We've known each other a while. My name is Indigo, they, them, and I've been a fanfic writer for over a decade, just playing around, having fun. I'm currently writing like a delving into the post-canon world of Star Trek. And so I'm bringing in a Vorta character named Zevith Saranada. And when I'm not doing that, I animate and make art. And I'm very excited to be here. I've been playing D&D for only like 2 years, so it's really exciting. And thanks for having us, and this is gonna be cool.
Okay. I'm Nico. I've been writing for a couple of years now. Mostly fan fiction. I am working on writing an actual book, which is where the character Trevor is from. She, they pronouns. I read, game, mini crafts. I have a stack of books here that I need to get through. I just work at Walmart. So I'm really excited to play Trevor and his anxious single dad self. It's gonna be so fun.
Well, I guess I'm going last. My name is Calaire. I started writing when I was like 12 or 13. Mainly writing fan fiction, and then I got drug into the world of D&D around. I was introduced to it in 2018, but I started playing in 2020, and I ended up creating a character who I would consider too OP to play for D&D, and I started crafting a world around him, which is technically the world that the book that my character I'm playing tonight comes from, but his timeline is like thousands of years in the future considered to where I originally started. And I will be playing Damon O'Reilly.
Awesome. Well, again, welcome to Dicey Decisions. Welcome to our stream and welcome to this game. You guys are so I'm super excited to have authors here to do this with us, because the last time we did it, it kind of like informed me as a game master and it informed the authors as authors, and it just did some really interesting things. And I think these two worlds fit together. It's not surprising that I hear many of you have experience with D&D, that you have found your way to D&D as well as authorship. So super excited for that. Couple of quick housekeeping at the table things. Just to be upfront about, if we go into any topics that anybody is uncomfortable with, the sign of an X is going to let me know that we need to not go any further, and we will stop, rewind, cut that part out, and keep going. No questions asked, no issues. Whatever reasons you have are your own and don't need to be discussed on stream. Hopefully, the content of this will not lead us in those areas, but we never know what might bother anyone in a given instance. So I just like to put that in place in case anybody has any concerns that come up in the game. As far as that goes, all I ask is that if you do need to step away, leave your camera on, step away, step in and out of the frame. We don't care about that. If you need to step out, that's perfectly fine. As far as that goes, but if you take the camera off, it jumbles where we are on our overlay. So you can throw a towel over your camera if you need to, if something's going on, your cats and dogs are fighting in the house behind you or whatever. Not that that wouldn't make good video, but but you might not want us all seeing it. But if you can try to leave your cameras on, that is appreciated. Obviously, emergencies are emergencies. And take care of yourself first. Any questions anybody has before we get started? Awesome. All right, so one of the things we're tasked with here is figuring out how these 5 individuals come together. But before that happens, I need each of you to give me a description of your character, and where they are in this given moment is up to you, as they are making their way to bed for the evening, or the morning, or whenever they sleep. Your choice. So give a full description of what your character looks like and where they are and what they might be doing as they prepare for some sort of nap, sleep, slumber, whatever their normal operating procedure would be. Let's start with Nico. I had to pick somebody to go first. I had to pick somebody. It was a 1 in 5 chance. I could have rolled the die.
Cry.
Burned it.
You're fine. A little bit. See, Trevor is about 7-foot crow. God, I don't know how to say it. Or crow? He's a big bird. He's a big bird guy.
Bird. Yes.
Bird. He's probably just finished settling his daughter Tally down for bed in the church they're staying in for the while. He bounces around them, trying to find a place to settle down with her. Really don't know what else to say.
What color are his feathers?
He has black, kind of almost with a blue tint of feathers. He typically also wears dark clothing over them, maybe some armor, but to go to bed, it's just plain sleep shirt. His stuff piled beside where he sleeps. Probably not too far from Tally.
Most excellent. Anybody wish to jump in next?
Yeah, let's go. Seventh is definitely not human. She's sort of got a violet complexion to her with very large nocturnal eyes, and these ears that go up from here to here with ridges all the way across. She's got this dark hair that's kind of crazy. Uh, and she would probably be. She is in her quarters in what looks like almost a militaristic but slightly more comfortable type of location with a wide window out to the stars. And I think she's been working on some chemistry in this room, and she takes a break and just decides to collapse for a while on this couch. She's been at it for a while, taking a nap.
All right.
I will go. Isaiah is sort of a broad-shouldered, stocky young man, like pure white curly hair. He is wearing a kind of blue and yellow striped traveling cloak, and 2 solid colored, like steel gray eyes sort of pierce through the darkness behind round gold glasses. He is heading back to his tent set up in the remnants of what was once a forest, mostly just cut tree trunks now. He goes into his tent. He takes off his traveling cloak, gold plate armor breastplate with a sun emblazoned on it. He kneels down at a small altar, does his sunset prayers, before bedding down for the night in his tent.
Excellent.
So, I'll jump in. Amelie is a 5 foot tall human woman. She has long black hair and pale blue eyes. She wears a basic set of leather armor with a saber at her side, and at the moment, she has just got herself a room at a local inn, tavern, whatever, doesn't really matter to her. And she has paid for the room, has gone to the room, and has just taken off her armor, set her weapon to the side, and is just kind of laying in bed thinking about everything that's happened that day, and she will eventually fall asleep to just her thoughts.
Excellent. And Claire
Uh,
again.
Damon is a 5'7" human. He has long brown hair that covers his eye, his left eye. And he's probably being very cautious about where he sleeps right now. Because he's worried about someone from the organization he escaped from tracking him. So he's probably like triple checking the room that there's like nothing out of place before he finally lets himself fall asleep.
With all of your evening preparations completed and stress starting to melt away from the day before, you find yourselves falling into a very deep sleep. And it's a dreamless sleep for a long period of time. However, it is broken by thoughts in your head that are not your own. And eventually, your mind's eye see a pair of alien-looking eyes that seem to be boring into your own head. And immediately, you snap, just as you start to get extremely uncomfortable, you snap into this environment. It looks like some sort of ruined temple grounds in a clearing of woods around you with mountains around you in the distance. You are somehow in the center of a crater that is forested with a clearing of these ruins, standing with all of your gear facing each other. So you see those that were just described standing in front of you. What would you like to do?
Damon would probably reflexively grab one of his daggers.
Whoa, hey, is that necessary?
I don't know
Maybe.
any of you.
This is not where I went to sleep last night.
I would be concerned if it was.
This is not normal.
I think. Is there? Where's my child? Oh,
Nowhere to be seen.
Oh, no.
Zeveth starts to take a few steps back away.
Yeah. Isaiah is also reaching for his sword at his belt.
Why are you all stabby?
Amelie is going to actually approach Trevor and be like, "Are we okay?" Need to take a breath? What's happening?
I don't know. I went to bed. My child nearby. I woke up and the child is not here. I don't know.
And as you say that, you realize you are awake. You are physically here. You are not asleep any longer.
Oh no, is this a prank by the gods? This is a prank by the gods. Why? What did I do? Smell the stolen amulet? I promised I was gonna give it back. Maybe.
This shouldn't be possible.
I think Zeveth has crept behind a little bit of rubble, just kind of staying away.
Where even is this? Can I like investigate a little bit? Look around.
Absolutely. What would you like to do?
What?
What would you be looking at? What would you be investigating?
You said there's like rubble around, or
Mm-hmm.
like it's a ruined temple type thing.
Correct.
Can I look and see if I recognize anything about the temple?
Sure. You can make me either a religion check or a investigation check, whichever you would prefer.
I'll do a religion check. 12 plus 7, 19.
Wow. So you start to look at this temple and you start to realize that there are pieces and parts of iconography that you recognize from gods of your world and others that you don't recognize at all. And as you start piecing it all together, you start to realize that this is not a real place, that this can't be a real temple because all the pieces parts don't fit. It's like somebody's idea of a temple, if that makes any sense to you.
Well, this is really weird. None of this goes together. How?
That doesn't sound right. Can I do an investigation and look around and see if there's like anything that might be a trap or something like that?
Sure. You can give me an investigation check.
That is a 17.
So you're looking around, you don't see anything that looks inherently dangerous or set to be a trap in any way, shape, or form. It does look like that, the pillars that are cracked and fallen have long since done so. There doesn't appear to be anything hidden or dangerous in your immediate area.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be any traps around. This is good, I think.
And you all just woke up here, right? There's no other explanation that anyone else has. Someone might have brought us here. If someone's playing a joke on us, show yourself. I think Isaiah would want to look around and see if there's like any other people here or signs of anyone having brought them here.
Give me a perception check.
Indeed. Whoop. Landed on. Oh dear. Doing great. That is going to be an 18.
So you do not see any sign of anything else, any other creature here or anybody watching or hidden or anything. But as you look around at the environment and you kind of scan around, since you feel like you're in this kind of fishbowl of a environment, you kind of do a full 360 and you realize like, hey, that section of trees kind of looks like that section of trees. And that section of trees. And you see that the landscape kind of feels somewhat pieced together and unnatural and repetitive
Hmm.
as you look out over the tree line into the mountains and what have you.
I've been spending plenty of time in an unnatural forest, so this is nothing especially new, but certainly unnerving.
How could a forest be unnatural? Forests are the definition of natural. What? Where are you
Dark,
from?
dark magic in this forest. Just
Ah, okay. Yeah,
bad stuff.
yeah, that makes sense.
That's why we were cutting it all down.
I think Zev peeks out. She's like, magic. What do you mean magic?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you
Magic?
mean, magic?
Magic.
Just giving you a look.
I
Like-
imagine to Zev, magic would be something that is considered unexplained science to others, right?
Exactly. Exactly that. Doing some mental calculations about who these people are. Can I insight check Isaiah?
Absolutely. You absolutely can.
She gets
Great.
really close and just looking at you. That's a big 6.
Yeah, and on a 13 deception, he is just stony faced.
Has no idea what your deal is.
But you can tell that this person did believe what they said, like inciting what they had already said. They believe that. They believe in magic as opposed to that wasn't a joke the way it might be used in your world, right?
Right.
This was an honest belief in that
Right.
moment.
Yeah, I think she'll accept that. And still looking at you like, okay.
So, are we gonna stay put or are we leaving? Can we leave?
Well, we ought to try.
Ugh.
Agreed.
We should
Maybe
mark
if we-
something. That way we know if we've passed the same thing over and over again.
Right.
Right.
Should we all go the same way or different ways?
I don't like the idea of going separate ways, especially since we don't know what's going on.
As you
Right.
say that, go ahead, everybody, and make perception checks.
It's a big ol' 8.
A natural one.
23.
Oh, 18.
I also have an 8.
For the 23 and the 18, you hear thudding footsteps headed in your direction coming through the tree line. The rest of you are oblivious and chatting amongst each other.
I'm worried about my daughter. She's alone.
I think she grabs whoever's arm is nearest and is like, shh, shh. There's something coming.
And Damon would probably like grab his dagger and get ready for a fight.
Hmm.
So you hear large thudding footsteps and multiple voices arguing, and very guttural tones. You hear one of them is like, "I didn't do it. You did it. No, I didn't do it. You must have done it. No." And there's just back and forth argument coming. And as they bust through the tree lines, you see 3 large, 2-headed, hulking beasts step out of the tree line and see you all standing there.
Oh no.
Hold on, I gotta find. Where is it?
This is going to be a problem.
What's gonna be a problem?
Oh, that was me, the player, saying that. Sorry.
Although it's a good observation.
Sorry, I'm having trouble with Owlbear Rodeo. There it is. Haha.
I feel an initiative coming on.
Well, yes. They all see you and they say, they must have done it. And yes, please roll initiative.
That's a 17
Give me your character's name.
for Zeveth.
And
That's
Well,
a 19. 19 for Damon.
19 for Damon.
18 for Amelie.
18 for Amelie.
6 for Isaiah. Doing great.
My lad.
9
For
Trevor.
Isaiah. And did I get Trevor's?
9.
9 for Trevor. Trevor, what is your dexterity? Actually, what is your initiative modifier if you have anything added to it beyond dexterity? Your initiative modifier?
It was +6. I rolled a 3.
Plus. Nice. Okay, so I'm just seeing you tied somebody, so you would go before them because you have a higher bonus. All right, so that would take us to Damon. You see these large hulking creatures. They step out of the brush and they indicate that they are coming your way, that they blame you for something.
Let's see. He's going to cast Mind Sliver.
Nice.
Which is an intelligence saving throw, or they take a D4, a D6, and minus 1d4 from their next saving throw.
Which one are you targeting?
The closest one to anybody.
So that would be probably at number 2. Okay. I will roll. And I got an 11 on my intelligence saving throw.
That's a fail.
All right.
That's a D6. They take 6 points of damage.
So one of the two heads just kind of goes cross-eyed a little bit as it takes this damage. And the other one's like, hey, pay attention to what's going on over here. They're like, oh, my head hurts. Anything else?
He would probably try to move closer to one of them.
Okay. You should be able to click and drag your token.
There we go. It's 35.
So each square is 5 feet.
Yeah.
All right.
That should be.
Getting up in the front.
Yep. And he'd
Alright.
probably just stand there waiting for something to come closer to him.
Okay. That will bring us to Amelie.
Alright, I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I am going to move right up in the third one's grill here. And I'm going to take out my saber. And I am going to do an attack. I am going to use one of my superiority die to do a goading attack.
Nice.
So let's see if this hits first. That is 17.
That will definitely hit.
Okay.
These things are big and slow.
So the first one is 28, 9 plus. So 14 points of damage, and it has to be a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
14 points and a DC 13 Wisdom save. I got a 6.
Every attack that Eden makes on anybody else that is not me is at disadvantage.
All right. Excellent. That will bring us. Do you have any other attacks? Because remember, you are 8th level. You should have multi-attack.
Well, I did not write that down.
That's okay.
Okay. If I do, I will take another hit at the one I just attacked.
Great. Yeah. I'll double check. I know you get 2 attacks. I don't know if you get a third one yet at level 8 fighter.
I don't think this one's gonna hit anyways. It's a 9.
A 9 total will miss, unfortunately. All right. And I'm looking this up real quick. Fighter, extra attack at 5th level, not at 8th. Okay, so just 5th.
Okay, cool.
You got it. All right. That will take us to Zevith. Am I saying that right, Zevith?
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, she Oh, yes, sorry, this is my first time doing this. So, let's move her a little bit closer.
Okay.
Jeez. These are each 5 feet.
Yep.
She's gonna come up here between Damon and Trevor and pull out a phaser and go for this number 2 guy. In the middle here.
All right.
Okay. That would be a 7 to hit.
That will miss.
Totally missed.
Totally miss. Okay. And this is and this is for
This is for Zevith, and this is her whole turn. She just
Zevith.
goes, ah. Says something
Gotcha.
in a different language. Crap.
Awesome. All right. That'll then bring us to our first Etten, who's going to come up to Damon. And one of its heads kind of rears on the left side, has this big battle axe, and the other one has this clubbed or pointed ended club like a morning star, and they both swing at you simultaneously.
Oof.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
So the battle axe goes whipping over your head as the morning star does a 20 hit.
Yes.
As the Morning Star kind of crushes against your side, and it does 12 points of damage as it hits into you. One of the heads is like, I got him.
Humble sort, ain't they?
The one in front of Amelie is going to obviously attack her. Again, a battle axe in one hand and a Morning Star in the other. Battle axe comes swinging at you. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
And it does 10 points of slashing damage against you.
Yep.
And the Morning Star does a 9 hit.
It does not.
That will miss. So the axe comes crashing into you, slicing into your side, and big bald Morning Star whips over your head and misses. That will take us to Trevor.
Let's see. I'm going to move a little closer to the number 2. Just like right there, maybe ish.
Hey there.
Hi. And I'm going to take aim with my short bow and try to hit it. Oh!
That does not sound promising.
Okay, I thought it was 1. That's a 7. It's a 13.
A 13 will hit.
Yay! I got so scared.
Woo.
It does 8 damage.
All right. So arrow goes screaming into that Etten. It howls in pain. And anything else?
No, that's all I can think to do.
All right.
Oh no, I hit it.
And you did get its attention, so it's coming after you.
Oh, great. Now look what you've done.
Oh no.
It's coming from the one that missed.
And it comes up and swings at you with its battle axe. Does a 17 hit.
Yes.
Done.
You take 12 points of slashing damage as the battle axe cleaves into your shoulder.
Ow!
And the Morning Star is a natural 1. So drops the Morning Star and picks it back up and says, You didn't see that.
I did.
And that brings us to Isaiah.
All right. He may not be the fastest to act, but he is impulsive. Seeing these creatures so much larger than anything he has ever seen before in his life, he does something that I have been wanting to do with him for a long time, which is he rages.
Oh!
And will draw his sword and run up to number 1 over here, holding a long sword with a big sun blaze on the hilt, and he rolls a 27 to hit.
Yes, that hits a lot.
And that will be 13 slashing damage.
Excellent. It howls in pain.
And as it does so, he will swing again. That will be an 18 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
That will be 11 points of slashing damage, and for good measure, I'm gonna have that last hit be a smite as well.
Oh, throw that
That's-
smite damage.
We are sure gonna do that. That is 3, and that's gonna be a total of 8 radiant damage.
So does your weapon describe what the smite looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah. The blade heats up. It's not quite on fire, but it is blazing with the fiery heat of the sun. And there's just sort of this flash of light as the sword sinks into sort of the top of the thigh.
So as you all are fighting these two-headed creatures, you're seeing they're kind of using their two heads to their best ability to kind of watch multiple people to make sure they can see what's going on. At this amount of severe pain that is caused by this raging entity, both the heads turn its direction right at him, and in unison they both say, "Ooh, we got a tough one over here."
Yeah, bring it.
And that'll bring us back to the top of the round. I would like everybody to make insight checks, please.
That's a big 8.
13.
21.
5, but it was in that one.
14.
So just the 21, just the 21, Crystal, your character feels those eyes that you were dreaming about. You feel them again, but this time they are they're trying to understand how you're feeling inside your own head. That'll bring us to Damon's action, top of the round.
What the heck is that supposed to mean? Anyways, carry on.
He's gonna do Mind Sliver again on the one right next to him.
Excellent.
And don't forget the oh no, it's a different one. Sorry.
You're doing it to number 1.
Yes.
Okay. And that's an intelligence saving throw.
Yes, sir.
I rolled a natural 20, which only gives me an 18 on my save, but
It's still a success.
that is a success.
Alright, so then he's just gonna swing his dagger at it. 13.
That will definitely hit.
Alright, so that's a D4. 1 point of damage.
1.2 and 1. Is that all you got? One of the
Wouldn't
heads
you like
turns
to know?
you. And that'll bring us to Amelie.
Okay. Well, okay. I am going to take the first swing at the third guy. And it is 13.
13 will hit.
And it is 8 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And she is going to go at the third guy again.
Okay.
Nope. Not one.
Unfortunately, that they both duck their head at the same time, kind of look at each other, laugh, and look back at you. Zebeth.
I heard that laugh.
Hello. Yeah. She sees all this going on and she pulls out this small device, just see like a flash of silver, clicks it, and we hit invisibility.
Oh, all right. You go invisible.
And I'm going to move after
Okay.
going invisible, if that's okay.
Sure.
She's going to, I think, seeing this Etten 3, no, Etten 1 kind of getting hit hard, she's gonna Let's see. Move about here. Stepping back.
Okay.
And that will
Sweet.
be her turn.
Right. Getting out. Hey,
Getting
where'd
out,
that
yeah.
one go? And it looks down. One of its heads peeks down between its legs, looking for you. All right, that brings us to number 1. I've got 2 targets. One hit me really hard, though. Right? That would be Isaiah hit really hard. So this is going to go versus Isaiah with their 2 attacks. First, the battle axe comes flying at you.
Bring it.
Does a 19 hit.
Just hits.
That will be
Yes.
15 points of slashing damage. You are raging, so you would half that.
Yes, I would.
And the Morning Star comes flying towards you. I rolled a 19 on the die. That's a 26 to hit.
It's fine. I'll tank it.
And this is 16 more points of bludgeoning damage, which you would take half of to 8.
Great.
Smack, smacks. Why don't you fall down, puny thing? Which brings us to the north end of the board, where Etten 3 is faced off against Amelie, taking its swings with the battle axe. 2 on the die, I'm pretty sure is going to miss you with a 9.
Yes, that does miss.
And the Morning Star does a 20 hit.
Yes, it is.
So you take 13 points of piercing damage from the Morning Star as it smacks into your side.
You son of a... She bites her tongue.
Which takes us to Trevor. You're muted somehow?
Yeah, I forgot I did that. There we
That's
go.
okay.
Uh,
We all do it.
I didn't. I'm just gonna step back a little bit. Just don't. I'm sorry.
That would provoke an attack of opportunity from it. Unless you use an action to disengage. Are you a rogue?
Yes.
You can use your bonus action to disengage and step back if you wish, and then you won't procure the attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that's. I'll use my bonus action to like step back and disengage.
Okay. You can go your full movement rate as far as you want within your whatever your standard movement rate is.
I'm just gonna go way just go back here. Don't mind me.
Backing off.
Attempt to hide. I don't know how
All right. And that's your move and bonus. What would you like to do with your action?
Do I shoot at it again?
Yes. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at it again with my short bow, just like, okay.
Okay.
It's already mad at me. Why not? 14 plus 6, that'd be 20.
That will definitely hit.
It's through 6 points of damage.
All right, to number 2. Okay. That is now taking us to his turn. Did you fly?
Probably did.
So you're in
Probably
the
just
air?
like, whoosh. Yeah.
How high up?
Maybe about 10 feet.
Okay.
10 feet, something like that. Just above.
So he's still going to be able to reach into your square as he comes towards you. Don't you fly away, pretty bird!
Oh, you think I'm pretty?
Well, kind of. Does a 12 hit?
No.
The battle axe goes whipping past your head, and the Morning Star does a 13 hit.
No.
Misses you as well. Oh, pretty bird, come play.
I'm too pretty to be hit. Obviously.
Which brings us to Isaiah.
Isaiah sort of looking, sparing a glance as Trevor flies. He's like, "Oh, that's an idea," and he, as says this to him. If I fall, it's certainly not going to be because of an evil like you. And for his bonus action, he will go into his celestial revelation form. It's wing time. To sort of spectral, feathery wings flourish out from his back. His eyes triple, sort of biblically accurate angel vibes. His ears sort of turning into this like white feathery look that sort of matches his wings. And he will fly up probably about 10 feet or so up over the head of at number one. And
One of the
will
heads.
yeah, one of the heads, and will bring his sword down from above. And that is going to be. That's probably not going to hit. That's an 11.
11 will miss.
Fair. I have a second one. Let's go again. He's adjusting. We're adjusting. That is going to be 17 plus 8.
That will definitely
Good
hit.
lord.
Great. We will slap another smite on there. So we've got a lot of things happening here. We've got okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 slashing damage and 6, 11, 14 radiant damage.
9 and 14 for a total of 23.
Yes, indeed.
It's looking pretty bad. One of its heads is kind of lolling a little bit, a little sluggish on half of its body. It's looking really, really hurt. That brings us to the top of the round. I need insight checks from everybody again. Amelie, you can make it this time with advantage
Oh, okay.
since you made it last time.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 plus 4.
Big
Big
three.
three.
So we had 2 massive successes and 2 failures. I didn't hear Claire's.
I believe it's 21.
Nice.
16 plus 5.
So Claire and Nico, you both get that same sense of those eyes inside trying to understand how you're feeling about all of this. They're kind of trying to read your feeling, and these are the ones that appeared to you in the dream-like state you were in. And then for Amelie, since you were aware of this last time, this presence is trying to gain access to your actual thoughts. Do you allow it?
She doesn't like this. She doesn't like things being in her head at all. No.
Okay. So you shut them out and they're gone. As soon as you resist, they're gone. We are at Damon's turn.
He's going to bonus action and wild shape into his wolf form. And he's going to go for a bite.
So you see this person just kind of put his arms down, and the arms grow into these wolf legs, and the whole torso contorts and becomes a wolf, and goes in for a bite. Go for it.
It's 13 again.
That will hit.
That's 2d4. That'll be 6 points of damage.
All right. And one of the heads looks down and says, "Where'd this doggy come from?" And that'll bring us to Amelie.
She is. He's gonna take a swipe at this one.
All right.
It is 15.
That will hit.
Well, let's not roll that one for the damage. That would be the wrong dice. It is a 5 points of slashing damage. And
All
we're
right.
gonna go again. It is 15 again.
That will hit.
And that is 10 points of slashing damage.
Nice. It howls in pain at those 2 slashes. Anything else?
I think I'm going to use a little. Oh, geez. I'm going to use just the midge of my movement, just so I'm not quite up in its face.
It would get a attack of opportunity against you.
Oh, of course it would. All right, go for it.
All right. Let's see. Does a 10 hit you?
That misses.
So the battle axe goes swinging over your head and says, "Oh, get back here." And that
How
brings
about
us
not?
to Zaveth.
Yes. Still invisible, she just creeps a little bit closer to Etten 2 and will drop her invisibility in order to attack with Melf's acid arrow, which in this case she's firing through her phaser, but it's like there's
Nice.
a disease that she's loading and shooting.
Is this a attack roll?
This is an attack roll, yes.
So you would have advantage on the attack roll coming out of invisibility.
Love it.
Let's go. You can do it.
Okay, it's it's a 19 plus 8.
That will definitely hit.
Then we're looking at 4d4.
Ooh, let's go.
And what kind of damage is this? Acid damage. $11 points of damage.
Oh wow, 11 points, and that was to number 2.
Yes, next to Trevor.
All right. It howls in pain and it looks. There you are.
Hello.
Anything else?
That will be it. She may take a step back. Can I break up my movement that way?
Yeah, totally can.
She'll just retreat a teeny tiny bit. Oops. How do I let go? There we go.
All right, that brings us to the Yetin number 1, who is on their last legs. The wolf was the thing that just hit it, so it turns its attention to the wolf. Ooh, 19 on the die is a 26 hit.
Yes, sir.
I do 14 points of slashing to the wolf.
Which is, I believe, enough to knock it out.
Okay.
So then he would...
You revert back.
Right.
And as you revert back, does an 11 hit you?
No.
All right, the Morning Star whips over your head as you transform down into your normal shape. Oi! Where'd the doggy go?
Wouldn't you like to know?
And that brings us at number 3, moves up on Amelie. Attacks with the battle axe with a 19 to hit.
Ugh, yes, it does.
That's 9 points of damage.
Oh, lordy.
And the Morning Star only gets a total of an 8,
That one misses.
which is a natural 1 and misses. So, all right, that brings us to Trevor.
Hmm. I think this time I'm going to slash at it with my dagger. Just, oh well, I'm already here.
All right,
A 9.
a 9 will miss.
Oh no.
Anything else?
Um,
You can disengage again and fly higher.
yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage and just fly back and a little up. So
Okay,
just
how high are you?
um, how high was I last time? 10 feet. Maybe like 20-ish feet this time.
So when you get up to about 20 feet tall, 20 feet high, you feel something brush against your wings behind you. But as you look, there's nothing there visibly. Like you still see plenty of sky, but you feel like you're up against something.
What in the hell's? What? Okay, that's weird.
And 2 sees you, cannot reach you, and starts heading over towards the guy that shot him with some diseased something or other out of a
Love it.
weird weapon it doesn't understand. Comes at you with a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Battle axe does 11 points of slashing damage
Oh
to
god.
you, and the Morning Star
She's like, it wasn't
probably
personal.
going to miss with a 12.
It does miss.
Okay,
Just barely.
and that misses. And that brings us to Isaiah.
Alrighty. Isaiah sort of continuing to sort of circle around one or the other of the Ettins' heads, will take another slash at it. Hopefully. Yeah, that's going to be a 20 something or other.
Oh yeah, you definitely hit.
Great. That will be, let's see, 12, 13, 14 slashing damage and another 3 radiant damage from the Celestial Revelation.
So as you slam your weapon into this thing, it falls down to the ground, collapsing in a big giant heap. And when that happens, the other two, one of the heads of Etten number 3 yells out, "Grog!" And one of the heads from Etten number 2 yells out, "Remy!"
Oh,
Whew.
oh no!
Isaiah, unbothered by this event, is now sort of looks at Damon, who was a wolf and is suddenly not a wolf, and Isaiah, not a fan of wolves, is gonna take his movement. He's been up in the air, and he's gonna fly over to Etten number 3.
Okay.
And will use his second attack over there.
Go for it. Go for it.
13 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. 15 slashing and 3 radiant damage.
15 and 3 is 18 to Etten number 3. Oh, it's not looking good either now. All right, that brings us to the top of the round. those that made your so Amelie, you've shut this entity out, so there's nothing in your head this round. But those that made the check last round and succeeded, please roll me another insight with advantage. And then those who didn't make it at all yet, please roll me an insight check.
Okay. 13.
This is 6.
8.
Ooh, girl.
Girl.
So the two of you don't make it this time.
So it'd be a 17, and then with advantage would be
You would roll 2d20 and pick the highest.
the the other one was a 2. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 17.
Right. So you definitely feel this thing trying to enter deeper into your psyche. Do you allow it or not?
Do I have any feeling on if it's a malevolent entity or not?
All you have gotten sense-wise with that insight check is curiosity. You do not know whether it's malevolent or benign. Is that the right opposite? You writer types malevolent, benign, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Trevor decides to let it in.
You let it in. Okay. So you feel this presence side by side in your own brain with you. And it is just trying to absorb as much of how you're feeling in this moment. It's kind of like sidecarring, trying to live through your body as you're doing this.
Oh, do not like that.
This is weird and terrifying.
It's not trying to take control in any way, shape, or form. It's just trying to experience, if that makes sense. Yes, it's terrifying, but it's not. You didn't like let someone in that is now taking over or doing anything negative.
Well, the gods have done
At least
weird
at this
things.
point. All right, that'll bring us to Damon.
Damon's actually going to switch to his short bow. So, like, I don't know mechanic changing weapons.
Changing weapons is absolutely free, so you can put away your other weapon and pull out your short bow as a use action as part of your movement. You get to do that for free.
All right, so then he's going to probably shoot at the one next to he's going to shoot number 2.
Okay.
That's an 18
That will hit.
Thank you.
for 3 points of damage.
All right. So the arrow plinks into it. It goes, ow! That'll take us to Amelie.
Alrighty, she is going to. Can I try to go from being in front of the creature to behind it without provoking an attack of opportunity?
As long as you stay within melee range with it, you absolutely can.
Okay, so that's what she's going to do. I'm assuming behind it would be somewhere here-ish.
Yeah.
And so she is going to try to swipe her saber across the back of this thing's knees.
Okay.
15.
That will definitely hit.
And that is 5 slashing.
Okay.
And she's going to take the second attack and try to do the same thing. And that is 18 plus 5 is 23.
That will hit.
And this is another 5 points of slashing damage.
So you slash across both of this thing's legs, and it takes its legs out from under him, and the creature falls down uh, absolutely toppled over from the knee first, totally down, passes away right in front of your eyes. As it does so, at number 2, the other head that didn't yell out earlier yells out, Gretchen! And that'll bring us to Zaveth.
Yeah, she just got whacked by this guy and she's like, "Hold on, I need a drink." She pulls out an experimental elixir, which I
Oh,
will roll
no.
for here.
My girl.
Okay, the effect is transformation. These 2 horns just grow out of her head. And she's like, "That's better."
Nice.
I thought you said you didn't know what magic was.
She's like, "This is science." Um,
Which
and
is a
as
word your character may not have heard before, depending on where you're from.
yeah, right?
That
I
all
think
makes
as
sense.
as her bonus action, she will cast Healing Word on herself.
That's smart.
A little something
Go ahead
to.
and give yourself that healing.
Let's see. Is it Healing
And
Word?
was the horn transformation thing a action?
It was an action, yeah, and this
Okay.
is a bonus action to, I think, to drink the
Yes.
potion.
Yes.
It actually triggers the alter self spell on her, so
Right.
it has a melee effect. But she's
Oh,
already
okay.
used her action.
Right.
So let's see where it was. So if he's still standing, maybe it will be a horn attack. But yes, let's see. Okay, Healing Word. Yes, okay. Sorry, just like figure out where it is. That will be 7 points of healing.
Okay.
And she's just like, all right, bring it. Can't do anything else
Nice.
really.
That'll take us to Trevor.
I'm very concerned about the fact that there's apparently a wall in the area.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, you don't have to deal with this. You did see 2 of these creatures drop, and the other one is very concerned that each head is looking at one of the fallen others currently.
Why are we in a bubble? I don't like that we're in a bubble. Um,
Yeah, I would imagine for a creature that can naturally fly, coming up against a barrier is probably really disconcerting. Especially when all it looks like is sky.
oh no, we're in a snow globe. Hmm. I don't think there's anything I can do about that right now. So I will fly closer to number 2 just a little bit,
Mhm.
and since I've had more luck with it, I'm going to shoot it with my short bow. 23.
That will hit.
Nice.
With 6 damage.
All right. Anything else?
No, I don't feel like anything
All
else
right.
this time.
So it kind of one of the heads look back at you as the arrow pierces into it, but the heads are obviously worried about their compatriots. So he is going to step away from Zaveth. Zaveth, that would trigger an attack of opportunity reaction if you wish to take it.
Oh, I certainly do. um, let's see. What sort of thing can I do for an opportunity attack? Is that like a
You can use your
just
horns.
let's use the horns.
Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
um, let's see.
You can do it.
I Okay, the horns are an unarmed strike that deals 1d6. Um, this part I can't remember what I should do. I'm proficient with it.
So you would add your proficiency modifier and probably your strength or dex, whichever is better for you.
Ah, yes. Okay, I need to write down some things here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. And it's a magical natural weapon, so there's a +1 to
Nice.
the attack and damage rolls.
Nice.
Okay, so let's roll. That's
You can do it. You can do it.
okay, that's a 19 to hit plus a bunch of things.
That will hit.
And the damage then will be 1d7 plus, or sorry, 1d6 plus 1.
About to say, is that a snazzy new dice I didn't hear about yet? Just kidding.
For a
Limited
big
D7.
3 points of damage.
Nice.
Little headbutt.
So he howls in pain as it walks away, and as it crosses, you can see this creature's kind of stepping very strangely because half of its body is trying to get to Etten number 1, and the other half of his body is trying to get to Etten number 3. And they start to argue, the two heads, about where they're going to go. No, we got to go save her. No, we're saving him. And they start to argue and fight each other in the center of the room, just verbally and whatnot, to where they stop moving and just start. They're paralyzed by their inability to make a decision on which direction to go, and that takes us to Isaiah's action.
Great. Yeah. Isaiah will swoop down over top. Just will you just shut up? And will swing his sword. That's an 18 on the die.
No mercy.
I will hit.
Yeah. God, he just does not care.
Oh,
9 slashing and 3 radiant.
12. Wow. It's looking real bad.
Guess we'll do that again. God. And that was a natural 1 on the die.
All right. So you get so excited, you swing and a miss, even though this creature seems more interested in arguing with itself.
there is balance.
He's so annoyed by this. He's just like so annoying.
This brings us back to Damon. Those of you that were feeling the presence earlier no longer feel it, except for your character, Nico, because you let them in, so they're riding with you now, and you do feel their presence there. But this brings us to Damon.
He's going to switch to his short sword to attack this time and move up to number 2.
Excellent. Go for it.
That is a 23.
That will hit.
So that is a 6. That is 6 points of damage.
Howls in pain. All right, that takes us to Amelie.
All right. Well, seeing that the third one has gone down, she is going to, let's see, get right up behind the second one. And she's like, well, it worked well for me the first time. And she's going to try it again, go for the back of the knees. She's like, what? I'm short. What else do you want me to do? 19.
That will hit.
Really? You landed with the point up and no number. Okay, take 2. That is 9 points of slashing damage.
So you cut this thing across the belly, and it howls in pains and falls down, crashes to the ground. And there is now silence on the battlefield. And we are out of initiative.
Oof.
Well, that
Well,
happened.
that's exciting.
Can I come and investigate the nearest body, like the into the last to fall?
Yeah, sure.
Lee's just
Uh,
kind of.
that's a 10.
Oof.
So you see lots of the wounds your friends have created on this. There's like something really stinky and smelly in a bag on their hip that you're not really sure you want to open. It's very
I
foul
think
smelling.
I think I do want to open it.
Oh, all right.
She's like, "What's this?"
All right. You find some long rotted meat.
Oh, um,
That's really nasty.
I think she just holds it up for everyone to see. She's like, "Check this out. It's so cool."
Sounds like, please put that away.
Drop.
4-year-old.
I'm glad I have a good constitution.
I don't.
I take it they might have been hungry.
Well, then it's good they're dead because we might have been more tasty than whatever that is.
I would hope so.
Does anybody happen to have a little bit of a healing potion or something on them? She's just got this big wound on her side and one on her hip, and she's just kind of standing there half dazed.
Yeah, I think Zev's like, "Come here."
So she kind of half. It's kind of like this half walk, like somebody who's like just waking up. So they're kind of like walking in a little like half stumble.
She's like, "Show me the wound."
I hope I don't regret this. And she does that.
We will use cure wounds.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see, that is a 2d8 plus 5. Am I rolling or are you rolling?
I think you do. You're the one
Me.
casting the spell.
That makes sense. So that will be 12 plus 5, 17 to heal. How's that?
It feels better. You said 17, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Carry on. Player's gonna do math for a second.
You got it.
Yeah. Isaiah, sort of coming back down to the ground, but not quite. And he comes back down to the ground and sort of stalks over to Damon, dropping his celestial revelation form as he does. The last of the rage sort of lingering but petering out. Walks over to Damon, and he looks like really upset. He's just, why? How did you do that? What are you? Referencing him having been a wolf.
It's kind of hard to explain.
Well, I would love you to try.
So see, this organization kind of kidnapped me when I was a kid, and they might have given me a wolf heart.
That sounds fascinating.
But
That sounds like I didn't want to know. Never mind.
slightly
Seventh
more
is like,
concerning.
say more.
When I was flying earlier, I hit a wall. In the sky.
Yeah.
A wall?
A wall. In the sky.
Oh,
Curious.
that's not great.
No, it is not.
Can you tell what it was made out of?
There were things trying to kill us at the moment, so I was more concerned with that, but I can go look now.
Oh,
I'm gonna
priorities.
investigate the wall. The bubble.
The bubble.
The bubble.
I love how we're referring it as the bubble now. I love that. Did Scott freeze? Hello?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're welcome to go investigate. If you're flying up, you can, kind of find the curve. And yes, it does feel like a dome over the area. If you're walking there to go investigate, eventually you will come up against what looks to be like you should be seeing walking straight to more woods, and eventually you just kind of hit into something, and it's a little disconcerting.
Well, I
Yeah, I'm
don't
gonna
like
be
that.
like flying up and pressing a hand against it all the way along the curve, and I'm just like, this doesn't, this is not, this is weird. This
Is
is
it a
really weird.
I think Zev will come over and can I investigate it, looking to see like if it's a force field or glass or something that I would recognize.
Sure.
Um, uh, that is.
You can actually make this roll with advantage given your character background.
Oh, beautiful! Love it. That's a little better. That is a 15.
This reminds you of a holodeck.
This reminds me of a holodeck.
What the heck is that?
Magic.
Table.
I thought you said you didn't believe in magic.
Correct.
She's like,
Touche.
this is the best way to translate what it is. Um,
Those only
yeah.
exist on TV. What? What?
You mean holoprograms?
No, I mean television.
I don't know.
Science is a thing, but not like that. Where are you from?
It's a long story. I think she's gonna keep like following the perimeter to see. She's like, computer, door, exit, computer.
So yeah, the reality of it is you've come across like in a holodeck, you've come across a situation like this where you've come to the edge of the holodeck, but
Mm,
you're not able to transfer any further into the scene. You've come
mm.
to the boundary of the holodeck, right? That's what this feels like, but you do not get any typical response from calling out computer or anything like that. So you know that it's not set up the same way. And whether this is mechanical or not, you're not sure yet.
Mhm.
But you definitely have a sense that you are at some sort of barrier that you can follow and you can move along.
I think she's like, there must be the safeties must be off or something. She's like muttering about like something is weird.
Amelie has walked up to the barrier, kind of like following Zeveth?
Seven.
Mhm.
Zeveth. I'm terrible with names. Oh, help me.
No worries.
And she's just kind of staring at the barrier. And she's really thinking about whether she wants to smack it or not, if that would be a good idea. And she's just kind of staring at it. And you can kind of see those like mental wheels turning in her mind as she's trying to figure out, do I want to hit it or not?
Aren't you? Didn't you just get healed? Maybe you shouldn't hit things that we don't know what they are.
So it's like, better you than me. Go for it.
She's like, it's what I do. I hit people and things for a living.
Why?
You know what? What the heck? She's gonna go for it. She's going to try to hit with her saber.
All right,
That's
make
safer
a
than
to
hand.
hit make a to hit roll.
It's a natural 20.
All right, roll damage. Roll your crit damage.
Oh, I would roll a nat 20 on the wall.
I've done that before. I have literally done that before.
Punch through the wall.
I
It's
did.
always I'm with
It's are we doubling the 5 and adding 2? How do you want to do it?
You double the amount of dice you would normally roll, and then add your modifier once.
Oh, so it's 2d8. Oh, okay. 8.
Okay. So you slam into this thing, and you do see that the vision you're seeing completely changes in that moment, and you are in a very strange, unnatural cave. And you do see there is a natural passageway, what looks like it goes into another chamber.
What the heck is this?
What did you do?
That was
And
good.
for you, Trevor, the entity in that has been riding alongside, you get a whole sense of a bullshit and pops out of your brain and stops riding alongside.
Mm.
Right
I
as
think
that
you broke
happened.
something. I think you just broke something, and whatever brought us here is concerned.
How do you know that?
Should be concerned.
It was in my
I
head.
agree.
I do not like being in a trap, and this feels like nothing but a trap.
It's probably
Even if
just
there
a-
isn't actually one.
It's probably just a god playing a prank. They do that. It's not
They
feels
really
like-
don't.
They do.
Some of them.
Some
I
of them.
I still don't have to like it.
It feels like an
Yeah.
experiment to me.
The
You- The big
experiment.
words. Good God.
I mean, we're fine. Sort of.
Is the bubble still up around us?
So you're now in a cave. You realize
We're now
that,
in a cave. Okay.
yeah, you realize that was the bubble, the barrier they must have brushed up against was the top of the cave.
Mm.
And this stone is kind of strange. It's got a little bit of a sponge-like quality to the edges of it, but then it's harder underneath, and it's red in color.
Oof.
Don't like that.
This just gets weirder.
I would love to maybe run a nature check on this rock.
Do it.
See what it is. I think she takes out a little bit of some of her tools, just like takes a little chip. Or
Yeah, go
something.
give me a nature check.
Okay, that is a 16 plus 8.
Wow. This sponginess is some type of like probably moss or fungus that's growing on the rock, and it has properties of typical fungi from wherever your home world is. As far as that goes, similar in nature of that kind of thing. As you nick a piece off, you do, the rest of you see that piece in their hand and realize that like it does have come off, and it's not real thick. So the rock is kind of underneath it, but it's also the moss and the rock are both this reddish color.
Can I taste a little bit of it?
Sure.
Are you sure that's a good
Like-
idea?
Trevor's gonna say, "Don't put things in your mouth."
It's like too late.
So it actually has a very kind of like uh, I guess you'd say like a metallic taste.
Ew.
It's very strange, not what you would expect from something of that type of substance.
Love it. Yeah, she'll spit it out and she's like, tastes like the underside of an old hull. Ship hull.
That's pleasant.
You get weirder every time you talk.
She just ignores it.
And
Stands
I'm a
up
bird.
again. Yes, you are a bird.
I'm
I have
a pretty
questions.
bird, apparently.
He's also a bird. It's
No.
odd.
Not really. Just
I mean, you had wings.
sometimes.
Well,
Sometimes a bird.
should we go into this tunnel? Perhaps?
I don't
Or
think we have much of another choice at this point.
I
Probably
prefer
not.
that to standing here.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
no,
Trevor, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
names and selections, of course.
Now
We're
that
in
we all almost
42 minutes in, and we're at character introductions. I love it.
Let's go.
we killed monsters together, I assume this is a good time for hellos.
I think Zev actually rolled around like we're wasting time with names. Like I'm Seventh.
I'm Amelie as she's walking towards the hall or the
Yeah.
tunnel.
Isaiah striding after Isaiah.
Goodness. Name's Damon.
Okay.
And those two are going to get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we all before the end of the day.
So, as you head through this tunnel, you start to see the sponginess kind of gives way to just the standard reddish rock formation as you go through this tunnel area, and you do see some kind of like phosphorescent light coming up from ahead of you in the next cavern that's opening up several, probably about 100 feet ahead of you.
Mhm.
Before she walks into this cavern, she wants to do an investigation for traps. She
Go
just
for it.
thinks everything is a trap at this point.
Go for it.
Totally fair.
That is a. Oh, that's not great. 8.
So you don't see anything that looks like it's trap-like in nature. You do see that the glowing light just kind of has a little bit of a strange, like, intermittent pulse coming to it. Just kind of a strange, not timed in any way. Just there's a little bit of a glow coming from the next cavern that has like a little bit of a shift in quality that's intermittent.
That doesn't seem natural.
Damon is also very suspicious of everything because of what he's gone through, so he would also like to look for traps.
Sure. Give me
Roll
an
better than
investigation check.
me.
That's a 12.
You do not believe there is any traps in this passageway, or as you see the passageway coming to an end in front of you, there's nothing that looks to be dangerous to you or your friends.
I would like to try a perception, like she's listening out for anything ahead.
Please do.
That's a 12.
So outside of, past the noise that your friends are making, traversing through, as you kind of focus your attention to the cavern ahead of you a little bit, you hear what seems like something like moving along the stone. You hear little scrapes here and there coming from the passageway ahead of you.
Shh, do you hear that?
No.
Do we?
Listen.
You can make a perception check if you wish.
Okay, why not?
Yeah, I shall as well.
You have been warned by a colleague.
With big ears.
Nice. Good.
I mean, what could possibly be worse than a
16.
cave?
Dirty 20.
12.
Not one.
So I think for Trevor, I think you're just stuck on that entity that was in your head and not necessarily able to hear anything outside of your own thoughts at this moment. But the rest of you do hear the same kind of thing. And then the one that got a 20 or higher, this sounds very much like this isn't mechanical movement. This is very much like life,
Hmm.
right? It's got a life rhythm to it that you could pick out.
I think Isaiah is like, yeah, also growing suspicious of this, but not in the trap sense, but in the like, what is this like? What are the like weird magical properties happening around us, sort of thing? Can I make like an Arcana check?
Sure.
Woo.
Not D&D unless you throw your dice on the floor.
True.
What was your number?
21.
What kind of creatures has your character encountered before that might be tipped off by an arcane bet?
Not really any. He has not particularly encountered magical, sort of arcane creatures. Just the general presence and sense of magic around him.
Gotcha. So the life noise that you heard reminds you of. Do you live near any coastal areas at all?
I have been out to a coastal area.
So it kind of sounds like something wet moving along the stone.
Horrible.
I think Sarah's like, this is great.
What is wrong with you?
I just sped up your step with that.
Yeah, she just starts going a little faster toward it. Yeah.
Trevor has no idea what's going on and is just like, I'm sure everything's fine.
As someone who grew up in a coastal town, is there any check I can make to where maybe I can like scratch that. Eros, would your character have mentioned the fact that it sounded what it sounded like?
Yes. Yeah, I do. I do think he's like there's something living and wet beyond these walls.
Knowing that, I now ask the DM: is there, having grown up in a coastal town, is there any check I can make to where maybe I can identify exactly what this is?
Yeah, make a perception check or a nature check, your choice.
Perception, be nice to me. No, it is a 6.
Oh.
So you are not aware of specifically what that sound is like. However, your friend is marching towards it. So is everybody following?
Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently.
All right.
We don't have anywhere
So-
else to go.
As you come to the edge of this tunnel and the light gets a little bit brighter, you see several things. And I'm going to switch our map here for a brief moment.
Exciting.
Let's go.
So in
Ooh.
this in this cavern, you see that the walls all have tentacles that are slightly moving slowly around the room against the stone. And they look like they're sniffing almost. Their edges are like sniffing the ground, as it were. But standing across from you are 3 small brains on legs. And in back of them is a humanoid with large tentacles coming out of its face, and in all of your minds at the same time it says, congratulations for making it here. And that's where we're going to go to our break.
Ooh.
All right, everybody, so we're going to take a quick break, bathroom break, refill drinks and whatnot. We'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Alrighty.
Thank you, 5.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, we are Dicey Decisions, and we're back from break. This is our weekly one shot doing a author adventure series where all of the players here are up and coming authors who have used characters that they have written to create D&D characters, and we've thrown them all in this crazy mismatched story that we're playing through. So super excited to have you all. Thanking you all again. We're back from our break. So we will continue as we enter into this cavernous room that seems to be alive, and standing across from you is a strange looking multi-tentacled creature who does not speak, yet you all hear them in your mind as they say, "Welcome."
Are we?
For
you?
now, yes.
Were you in my head earlier?
Yes, I apologize for intruding in such a way. I just needed to see for myself what you are experiencing.
Why?
I need to learn.
What do you plan on doing with what you learn?
That is an unanswerable question until I know about yourselves and your worlds.
Worlds?
You all have been brought here from separate places, if I'm correct.
And are you responsible for that?
Yes, I am. I need to learn
Why? And what do you need to learn?
about your worlds, about who you are and how you live.
So you can maybe attack?
If your world is not worthy of survival, that might be a choice.
And what gives you the right to decide that for everybody?
That will not be mine to decide. The council will decide that.
It's still the
I only
key.
see you.
No, I am who you interact with.
Great.
If you don't get
That's
the
familiar.
Well, perhaps there's something we can tell you rather than carry your mental capacity for the moment since we're here. What are you curious about?
Your worlds,
What about the
your experiences. Tell me something about yourselves. If you allow me to experience through your mind, as I did with your friend shortly for a brief period of time. My apologies for intruding.
It's fine.
I will share something.
Please.
Is it best for you psychically to understand? Or are words
If
enough?
you would permit me into your mind, I would prefer that.
I'm comfortable with that.
So you feel their presence enter your mind. And it is very alien feeling, but it does not appear to be hostile in any way. It is literally curious. Like you get a full sense of curiosity.
You get a sense that she's had a being do this before. Uh, entity that was part of a larger entity, and that she's comfortable with it.
You get the sense that he or they want to chase down that memory and have you tell them about that very, very thing.
Yeah. She will let you follow this path where she is on a planet. It's just a rocky landscape, and ahead of her is this lake that goes out as far as the eye can see. And as she gets closer, something comes out of the water, and it takes the form of a person, and she says, "This is my god." Do you have anything like this where you're coming from?
You get a sense of a barrier going up between the two of you, and you hear in your mind, "This is not about me. Show me more."
um, she will change the memory to put her self in a dimly lit laboratory with rows and rows of what seem to be like large test tubes almost. And inside you have individuals that look like her. And as she's walking down, she says, "These are the servants of the Dominion, like myself. A lot of them look very close to alike, if not clones of each other."
Give me an insight check.
Not her strength.
This is
um,
creepy, not
oh,
gonna lie.
that is a 15.
You get a sense that this creature that is riding alongside your memory is scared of this concept that you bring up. And it almost feels like too familiar to this creature that there might be something else out there that does what it does and its people do.
Oof, love it.
Ew.
So there's like a sense of massive caution
Mhm.
and concern about where you're from as a potential place of danger for their kind. Because if someone can do what
Mm,
you're describing, it scares them because it's kind of in their wheelhouse to do this.
it's competitive, right.
Yes, yes.
I think she will try to, with whatever mental capacity she has, to turn it around and say like, "Now tell me about your world."
Make me a persuasion check.
Love it. Oh, yeah. 1 second.
That does not sound promising.
Okay, let's see. Okay, this is a new ability for me. Can I use Flash of Genius before or like after the roll? Is it before only?
Yeah, you can use it. I always allow it after, like as a
Okay.
reroll.
Yeah, I roll a 4. So I'm going to use this ability called Flash of Genius, which is on an ability check or saving throw, not just myself. I can use a reaction to add +5 to the roll. Okay, so that's then a 9 plus 4, so 13.
Okay. He says, I might be convinced depending on what else your friends have to offer. And you feel their presence leave your mind. All this while this was going on, the two of them basically just were in a staring contest, not moving, just looking at each other from across the room.
You okay? You good?
What? Her eyes were like real big. Um real nocturnal. And she's kind of snapping out of it. Oh, yes. I recommend you cooperate.
That is wise advice.
I mean, I guess. Not the worst decision. You're still alive. Right?
Indeed, I feel quite all right. If it helps you make this decision.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, and that scares me.
She just smiles.
That's not helpful.
Not particularly keen on letting anybody in my mind.
Quite relaxing, also.
Many creatures are not comfortable with it.
Then why do it?
I need to learn.
It's about being part of a larger whole than yourself.
I'm thinking of the larger whole of my people back home, who may or may not be under threat if this creature and its council decide it's unworthy. I don't particularly like the idea of an entire world and population's fate being decided by a small group.
You give them a lot of power. We don't know who these are yet.
They're powerful enough to bring 5 people from apparently separate worlds.
It happens more often than you might think.
Does
Where
it?
are you from?
She just points up.
Yes, that's so helpful. You're very helpful.
I
Would you like a gold star? I might have some on my bag. I don't think I do.
Are any of you, the rest of you, willing?
Fine. Yes. I'm not particularly interested in letting you in my head, but I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
So you are refusing for me to experience from your point of view. I understand it is foreign to most of you, and I kind of nod back over at Zeveth.
She gives like this little bow.
um, so if you wish to just tell me of your world and your people, that is acceptable
I,
for now.
It's not as efficient though.
yeah, well, you remind me of my brother, and I'm not particularly fond of that comparison. It's, he too is one of many, and he speaks on behalf of them. And you'll understand my hesitation. If I wouldn't want him in my, I'm not particularly interested in you being in mine.
I understand. Please continue telling me about your world then. We can do this verbally if you wish.
Right.
Which is weird because he says the word verbally, but it was all in your head because he communicates only in that way.
Of course.
But he assumes that you're speaking out loud, and all of that. So
Totally. Well, I I am a I I'm a Saberlin of the Coronar. I serve the sun. I just, I don't know what to tell you. There has been war and victory and glory and my people are eradicating the dark magic that poisons our land.
Who wields this dark magic?
I don't know. It's heretics. Darkness itself, it doesn't matter. Our enemies.
What forms do these enemies take?
People. They're just
So a corrupted version of ones like yourself, then.
sure, I guess you could say it that way.
Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you.
Hmm.
And the rest of you?
Well, I let you in my mind earlier. Might as well. I don't see much harm in it.
You feel their presence enter into your mind again. And they're sitting there waiting for your whatever thoughts you choose to provide.
Well, the first thing Trevor can think of is his daughter just waiting at the temple he's been staying at recently, and the stories he'll tell her about their world and about the gods that rule it. Mighty dragons that no one ever really sees, but can be felt through the magic they give to the people. It's a pleasant world, even if Trevor has to survive it by being a thief. It's just nuts. Nice people. Most of the time.
You feel the entity kind of push towards your relationship with your daughter and want to learn more about that.
Trevor adores his daughter and will do everything in his power to keep her safe, especially considering her other father is trying to track them down. And Trevor has nowhere to go. He's estranged from his parents and his younger brother, and he misses them greatly.
And given that this entity has been in your head before, and this is the second time, I'd like for you to make an insight check.
21.
Do you want to push back and try to read this creature's thoughts in this moment?
Yes.
So as you push back to try to read into his thoughts, you hear the creature thinking, their love for their younglings can be a manipulation point.
Mm-mm.
You can try. It won't work out well for you.
And as soon as you say that, the presence is gone because it didn't realize that you were reading thoughts back. And it does, when it comes back, it looks very nervously over at you.
Yeah, Trevor is now glaring at this thing. You will not
What?
use my daughter against me.
So was that said out loud?
Mm-hmm.
So you all heard that said. My apologies, that was not meant to be.
Heard.
No, that was not meant to be a threat.
Hmm. Right.
Are the other two of you willing?
I don't know how much I can really tell you about my world, seeing as I've only really experienced about a year outside of the facility. So,
What facility is this you speak of?
the place where I was experimented on and
You
trained.
you see this creature's tentacles kind of flicker with fascination at this concept. Please continue.
Uh, for a long time, I was recovering. Um, Having a heart transplant can really do a number on your health.
What took your heart?
A car accident.
Go on.
It also took my mother and brother from me. And then the facility stole me from the hospital I was in.
Who are these that took you?
They call themselves Firewell. And they seek to give the rich the ability to control the world.
Are they successful?
I wouldn't know. All I've seen is the rot they've inflicted upon the countless children that they've collected.
There's a little flash in their eyes when you say collected.
They they train us to complete missions. Assassinations.
Are you a thrall?
No. I very much have free choice now.
Were you once a thrall?
Do not think so. They used fears to manipulate us.
Interesting tactic.
I've experienced death twice, however.
Go on.
The first, of course, was the time that required them to implant a heart into me. And he moves his hair from in front of his eye and reveals a scar that is somewhat circular but also very jagged. The second time, I was on a mission. And I sought to make sure that my comrades were able to flee. I ended up being shot in the head. Somehow, I made it back to the helicopter. I was in a coma for, I think, about a year. I don't know. Time is weird. As soon as I recovered from that, though, I planned my escape. And I have been trying to build new connections outside of their organization.
If you are looking for a new life, we could use your knowledge.
I very much like my life. Thank you.
Understood. And their gaze turns to Amelie. You are the last to share, if you wish. I know you were resident, but your friends have all gotten through it unscathed.
Yes, yes, they have. All right. And she's muttering to herself, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. But then she's like, I presume you're the one I declined coming into my mind earlier.
Correct.
Just kind of thinks to herself, I'm going to regret. She's like, all right.
And he enters your mind.
Mm-hmm.
What do you show them?
There is this brawling, like, city. You've got your definite delineations between like the people who don't have much money and then the people who do. And then you see she is in this room and she is talking to somebody. They are a mage and they are a very high standing within this city, and they are talking about a potential job that he has for her.
What is the nature of the job?
To find and track somebody that they deemed dangerous.
So you are a hunter.
Of sorts.
That is very useful.
Depends on who you ask.
Fair enough. Are you for hire?
Depends. I don't. I generally like my jobs to be not just for the sake of one person, but I like the things I do to benefit people and make things better than when they were when I started.
Well, I suppose that is noble. Which has its uses at times.
You're gonna have to repeat that. Sorry, player, did not hear you.
That is noble, which has its uses at times.
Yes. If you want to call it noble, sure.
And it pops out of your thoughts back into the room. I thank you all for your candidness and your willingness to chat and or allow me to experience your lives. I must take this information to my elders.
What will they do with it?
I do not know.
This is gonna be stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Can I roll an insight check on our
You absolutely can.
on our dude here?
You absolutely can.
What number is this? 21.
He is definitely hiding something in his statements to you when he says he does not know what they are going to do with it. He has some inclination.
So when he says that he's unsure, she kind of tilts her head and he goes, "You seem to be a pretty important figure around here. Seems like something you should know."
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Is it disappointment or unwillingness?
Is that a threat?
Well, I guess that depends on perspective now, doesn't it?
I assure you, you would not get out of here alive if you attack me.
I have no intention of attacking anybody. Just ensuring the information I gave you does not end up being used against me. And I think I can speak for at least one of us when I say they think the same, and I kind of look at Reg.
Yeah. Not wrong.
Unfortunately, I am not at the level of authority that makes those decisions on what happens with this information. I am merely a collector.
Tell me, we surely haven't been the first that have come doors, if you.
No, you are not the first.
What has happened to the information you? What have you done with
I have given the information to my superiors as I am ordered to do so.
Hmm.
And the homes of those people, what's happened to them?
Well, some of them have received our aid versus a hostile threat. Some of them have been eradicated as they were a threat to us. Some have simply been left alone to, and he just kind of trying to choose his word carefully, evolve.
I hate to say it, but Zev looks like this all makes perfect sense. She's just like,
We have well
sound
established
logic.
that there's something slightly wrong with you.
Wrong is a matter of perspective. She doesn't
I'll
say
take
that.
That was me, the player, saying that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah.
just interesting, you know?
But as far as those individuals that were brought here, they were allowed to leave, and he gestures to the hallway behind him. As are you.
And then what? We just stay here, or you send us back to our homes that may or may not be eradicated?
Or help.
Well, it won't be eradicated today.
Comforting, thank you.
That
I
helps me
mean,
so much.
I'm just saying there is not. This is a long process, and lots of factors are brought in. If it makes you feel any better, my personal opinion is none of your people need to be eradicated. You do have some places and things that are going on in your worlds that could need some attention and are concerning to my kind. But that is not for me to decide.
And we ourselves wouldn't be allowed to meet this council?
I'm afraid not.
So we don't get any say.
Sorry, you cut out.
Testing 1, 2. Okay, cool. So she said, so we don't get any say in the decisions made about all our people? That doesn't exactly seem like a fair play to me. And you could tell, like, she is, her entire body, just all 5 feet of it, is like every muscle's tense, and she's just like expecting something to happen.
As you kind of bow up at that, they say, well, I assure you that we do not take lightly any violence or anything like that that is done upon people. This is all for the good of all.
Who's the all in question? Your accounts, your people, or is it actually everybody?
Well, we are the superior intellect, and therefore we decide what is best for all of the realms.
I'm sorry, did you just call us stupid?
I think that's what just happened.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, same.
I mean, I didn't intend to offend you. I was just stating fact.
That makes it worse.
That makes you stupid.
That does not make me feel better.
Not you.
No,
The-
I know. I admit she was saying that the whole idea that he didn't mean to offend us. That did not make her feel better about the fact that she was just called stupid.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better about the situation, I can have you sent back right from when we plucked you out, and you will not even remember any of this.
But shouldn't we remember it? If there's danger that could possibly be afoot, shouldn't we warn people? And then she kind of stops for a second as she's thinking, good God, nobody would believe a word out of my mouth about this.
I have to agree with that. I have one question. Why these 5 specific people? Why were we the ones you wanted to learn about our homes from?
I hate to break it to you, it was just random.
So what if you had gotten someone else and they had something different to say and you learned different information? I mean, it doesn't seem very practical. You
It's a
could
small
get
sample
confused.
size.
What she said.
Sure.
Scientifically speaking, I understand. Let's use your example. Had we pulled an entity from the other side of your war, we would have gotten their point of view. And maybe we will do that. Maybe the council will request that information comes to us next.
What about those things we killed?
Oh, those were other creatures that we brought here.
Oh.
We had to put you under a situational of duress to try to learn about how you handle pressure and things of that nature. It is the first test, as it were. This has been the second.
Is there a third?
No, I have what I need. You are free to go. And he gestures to the passage behind him.
We weren't supposed to break out of there, were we?
No.
Amelie just kind of shrugs, like, oops.
Would this have been the
That
second
taught
test?
us lots of things, actually.
Like what?
Well, we have to change the parameters of the chamber, but we can do that. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you all have succeeded tremendously.
Thank you.
Because you could be lying dead there like those 3 two-headed creatures, right?
So,
That would not be beneficial.
no.
And here you are. You get to go home. And he gestures to the hallway again.
You seem very anxious to send us back to that room.
Well, he's not sending you backwards. It's the hallway that's behind him.
Oh.
Okay. You're
But
not
he does
wrong.
seem anxious to send you that way, yes.
Why so anxious, my friend? Perhaps
Well,
scared?
I have done my job. I have retrieved what I need from you all and ready for you to go back from whence you came. As he says that, make insight checks, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Woo! 19.
That gives me 24.
7.
6.
It's really funny from my himbo.
So the 24 and the 19 and what was that?
16.
And the 16 all sense that he is being duplicitous about sending you home down this hallway.
Well, I'm not in the habit of walking away from my enemy.
Am I?
You keep saying we're free to leave. Somehow I doubt that. We weren't supposed to be here. We weren't supposed to get free. You're having second thoughts.
I assure you, just head down this hallway and you'll be freed.
Freed as in sent home or freed as in dead?
Can I like crouch down and try to like coax over one of the little brains?
Uh-huh.
Like a cat. Like, come here.
Sure. Sure.
What is
She's
wrong
like-
with you?
Sure, you can. You can totally do that.
I don't.
Um,
This is a good
she's
idea.
got like half a granola bar in her pocket or something. She's like, hey.
Like trying
To I guess to investigate it. Maybe a medicine check on it or something.
Go
like
for
that
it.
if it comes up to her. All right, let's check this out. Okay, that is a 19 plus 4 for 23. Checking out this
What-
brain guy.
Whatever this thing is, it has sentience. It knows, like it's sensing the food and it's acting like something with sentience.
Interesting. I think she'll kind of like just checking out little bits.
So do you touch it?
uh,
Sorry, you gestured with
cautiously.
your hand, so I was just double checking.
Yeah, she's not afraid to touch it.
Okay, so you touch it.
Gently. Yeah.
Make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
So that's you touching a brain.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay, so
Very gently.
so you feel this thing communicate directly to your brain. And had you not made that save, this would have hurt a lot. However, you are inundated with voice after voice after voice that just says they must be killed, eradicate them, kill them, destroy the ship, kill them all, kill them all.
I think she just nods. She'll let it go and just look over at the
It
other side.
immediately stops.
Amelie kind of looks over at Zed. Listen, at first, she's just kind of looking at you like, you are insane. But then curiosity gets the better of her, and she's like, well,
Yes.
you just touched a brain. What happened?
It was very soft.
Ah, touche.
Can I get an insight check from you?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh. 21.
Yeah. She's not necessarily hiding something, but she is just like looking at you like this.
Something ain't right with this one.
Haven't we established that about 4 times over now?
No, I mean more than usual.
That seems I might not be well versed in the customs of your people, but that seems a little bit rude to me.
Well,
Really
no,
rude.
I meant. No, I did not mean it in a bad way.
Okay, so it's a good thing.
Yes, I'm just slightly concerned about what the brain might have done to you.
Oh, hasn't done anything, but it did feel a little unhappy. I'll say that much.
Did it communicate with you?
No, I'm using deception.
All right, please make that roll.
Oof, that's a 15. I think I want to use a flash of genius to make this a 19.
Okay,
That's an illithid.
that's an illithid with a +6 insight check.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was good because I rolled a 10, which was a 16. So you
Whew.
make it a 19 and you deceive
Okay.
him. He says,
No.
that is
um
good. They are quite vociferous in their nature to desire to eat. Be careful.
oh, what do they eat? They didn't seem to touch this granola bar.
I imagine whatever it is in your granola bar does not attract them. Just be careful.
What are they?
They are brains.
Helpful.
It's
And it
a little hard to understand. They are the ship that we travel in.
fascinating. And they are sentient.
Yes.
They're rather cute.
So are we in a cave or are we on a ship? You said ship.
You're in a ship that, from your world,
I
I guess
knew it was
looks
a
cave-like.
holodeck.
A ship. We're on a boat.
Mm. This doesn't look like any boat I've seen.
It's slightly different than that. It's okay.
Weird sci-fi show.
Anyhow, I do need to respond back to my superiors, so I will take your leave. You are free to go. And he gestures down the hallway.
I'm in no rush. Do you mind if I hang out for a short while? You can go about your business.
That is fine. You see, he kind of walks over to some of the tentacles and kind of touches them in certain spots, and they kind of retract back. And there's a different hallway that he goes and heads down.
We're gonna follow him, right?
Once he heads back, like the tentacles cover up the hallway again
Yeah.
behind him, but you can attempt to
I
try
think
if you wish.
several just point at the brains and say, they have some sound advice, which is to exterminate this ship.
But they are the ship.
They're a bit disturbed in their brain functions.
So do they want us to kill them or the everything?
Not quite sure how it works, but our hosts and everything seem connected.
So the
It's
answer is
possible.
murder.
Sometimes that is the easiest route.
So, what is the plan?
That's a fabulous question.
I think she's counting on the brains don't have ears or something.
No, that's fine. Yeah, you're free to talk because you don't feel the communication with them
Mm.
while this is going on.
I think we should be careful.
Whatever we
No,
do, I
really.
feel like we need to hurry up and do it. Or whatever that thing, and she kind of points with this very disgruntled down the hallway, the whatever went down, comes back. Do you have any suggestions? And she points towards Damon and Eros's character, whose name I can't remember how to say. Can you say your character's name for
Yeah,
me one
yeah,
more time?
yeah. Isaiah.
Isaiah. Exactly. Remember that, but I will try.
Well, I think we have two choices here. We can either try to go after this guy and see what it is he's going to talk about with his people, or we can turn around and go home and see what happens after that.
I don't think home is an option.
I don't think so either. He seemed very much like he's hiding something. When I was asking him all those questions, there was always this underline of hiding.
I see.
I get the feeling that as a telepathic being, he may have already told his council what he knows. And killing an individual of the collective is really not going to make that much difference. But maybe there is something on this ship. Something
Oh,
else.
something that
And
will
A high
destroy it for
perhaps.
us?
then we should find it.
Uh, can I do it in wow, words. Take two. Can I do an investigation check to see if there's anything like beyond the living tentacle brains? That sounded so weird.
Sure.
Only in D&D.
Yep. So yeah, give me an investigation check.
That is a dirty 20.
You do feel that there might be other passageways that lead out of this room if you were to be able to manipulate the tentacles to back out of the way and reveal them. But currently there's just the way you came and the way that he was intending for you to go. But there may be more, in addition to the one you saw him leave through. But you would have to probably commune with the tentacles again to figure that out.
Ugh.
Maybe we want to find navigation. I mean, that he must be going towards. He said he was going to communicate, but maybe I don't know.
There's other passageways besides just that one and that one. One they came in and the one that he is so insistent we go. I don't know how to get these things to move out the way. Somehow I get the feeling hitting it like I did the wall is not a good idea.
Oh,
Maybe
Can I try going
I'll-
up to the section of tentacles and touching them in the same way I saw the creature touch them?
Are you going to the ones he touched to try to go down that hallway, or are you trying to do this to a different area of the room?
I'll do it to the same area he touched to see if I can get it to work.
Okay. As soon as you touch them, make me a charisma saving throw.
15?
Yeah, you feel that would have really, really hurt your brain, but you stave it off, and you are hearing all of these voices that are saying, destroy them, destroy the ship, bring it down. Just constant, incessant voice after voice after voice. But you do see that there is a passageway as some of these tentacles recoil. And there's a fourth passageway.
Well done. So just like comes, gets you on the shoulder, and walks through.
Before you walk through, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, love.
Ooh,
Love it.
nice.
Love that.
Smart.
All right, so you're sneaking down this passageway, and sure enough, you do come to what appears to be a control center down this passageway. So please make me stealth checks, adding +10
Mhm.
to pass without a trace.
Jeez.
Not bad. 25.
27.
35.
Good
Nat
God.
20.
30.
23.
Oh, I forgot. 27. I forgot my regular +2.
So without there being another map, because I was not expecting this particular path of stuff, which is what D&D is all about, we will use the same map. You do see that there is what appears to be a pilot attached to the ship and controlling the ship on these tentacles in the center of the room. And there are 3 of those smaller creatures, kind of look to be guards, but none of them have made your presence as you are able to sneak into this room if you so wish. So I'm going to move you guys back
Mhm.
to the entryway here.
I think Zev like just draws a dagger and points to indicate like, are you fellows wanting to attack or shall we have conversation?
To clarify, you are not talking to any of us. You are talking to whatever other creatures are in here.
No dialogue, just indicating like how's everybody feeling, vibe check.
Oh, gotcha.
Do we stab? Do we not
Right.
stab?
Exactly.
Gotcha. Amelie's just got a death grip on the hilt of her saber. She's ready
Mm.
to leave into somebody if they try anything stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trevor just kind of shrugs.
I think
Yeah.
Zev just
Go ahead.
mind your mind.
Mm, shit.
So is the intent to attack?
Yes.
Yep.
It
Everybody-
seems to be.
Everybody, please roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, lordy. Okay.
That's an 18.
Natural.
5.
Hold on a second. Give me your names because I'm looking at a screen
Yes.
and not.
Zevith 18.
Okay.
Amelie
Next.
got a 5.
All right.
Isaiah 13.
Okay.
Damon, natural 1, so 4?
All right.
Trevor, dirty 20.
Nice. The coward goes for. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
I'm kidding.
So your stealth rolls were such that you are all going to get a free round of actions, and then we will drop into initiative, and we will do this all in initiative order. So we start with
Mhm.
Trevor.
Well. I am going to move forward and take aim with my short bow because it's what I've had the most luck with this whole time,
Go for it.
and fire on the thing. I don't know what.
All
it
right.
is. 19.
That will definitely hit.
It's a 5. Do I get sneak attack damage with this?
Oh yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go, rogue.
And then 15.
All right. 20 points of
Total.
damage as you fire an arrow into the creature's neck. Zevith.
Yeah. Coming out of stealth, she is gonna draw the phaser again and go for an attack with that.
You
Where
can
is
do it. You can do it.
it?
Sorry.
That's a 14 to hit.
That will miss. It just misses, crashes into a tentacle, which shrieks back out of the way.
15.
Whoops.
The magic number then.
All right. Isaiah.
Yeah, here we go. I going to rage.
Uh-huh.
Um and I will run forward, dear God. And kind of arcing around, sort of trying to keep out of the way of the ranged shots from the
Right.
party.
That missed.
Yeah.
I can actually game. It's okay.
We'll just come in with the sword and just try to go right in. And rolled a nat 1 on the first attack.
So you're so excited to get there. You see this creature and you swing right over top of their head.
Yeah, that tracks. Recalibrating.
Take 2.
That is going to be a 15 to hit.
That is a hit.
Gorgeous. We will go ahead and toss a second level smite on that.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
So we're going to do 5, 10, 11, 12 slashing damage and 10 radiant damage.
So 22.
Yes.
Massive hit gash across its chest. One of its tentacles flops off as you slice it away.
Beautiful.
That'll bring us to Amelie.
All right. She is going to go. To the other side.
Uh-huh.
And I am going to do an attack, and I am going to make it a tripping attack.
All right.
Which, well, let's see. It's that is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Alrighty, so. Oh, humana, where are you? Oh, and onto the floor it goes. 15, 16, 17 points of slashing damage, and it has to be a 13 strength saving throw.
Oh my goodness. It does not look to be a strong creature.
Is the point.
I got a 9.
Smart.
You are knocked prone.
All right. So it is prone, which means if you have another attack, it's at advantage.
Yes, and I shall take it. Is a 21.
That will hit.
10.
10 more. It is looking beat up and bloodied. So that brings us to Damon.
Damon is going to bonus action dash.
Uh-huh.
That is a natural 20 for a total of 25.
That will hit and crit.
And it was a crit to begin with because of his assassinate feat.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So that is plus also sneak attack damage.
Which
So,
also doubles dice.
right.
Ooh, really?
So
Oh.
11,
Just all for the murder now.
14 points
14
of damage.
Damage, okay. It is on death's door. All right. That will take us back to the top of the round. Unfortunately, one of the intellect devourers won initiative.
Oh Oh no.
That's what they're
So-
called.
It will get to go, and it comes up on the closest target, which is Isaiah. Let's see. First, it tries to claw you, but I'm assuming a 7 will miss Isaiah.
Nope, he just kind of whacks it with his shield.
However, I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, something I'm not great at.
Mhm.
Oh dear.
I'm assuming a 9 is not going to do it.
It does not. So you take 13 points of psychic damage from this creature as it's just attacks your brain,
Ooh.
Oof.
and you are
Yikes.
stunned.
Ooh,
No.
Oh no.
curd.
Oh,
Oh
dear.
dear.
Ew. No.
When that happens, unfortunately, the Mind Flayer got the next best initiative.
No.
Sick. Awesome.
Yay.
And he has a stunned creature next to him.
Ugh.
Hell yeah, brother.
But he has been knocked prone. So just so you.
Yes, he can stand up as
Oh,
part of his move. That's not a
Oh,
problem.
right. I forgot about that part. My bad.
He has advantage on the stunned target. Does an 18 hit Isaiah?
It does not.
That's good. So its tentacles lash out at you and miss, which is a really good thing.
Yeah. Whew.
That brings us to Trevor.
Oh. Oh no. I was hoping it'd be dead already.
Well, your friends are in combat with it, so if you do hit it, you do get sneak attack again.
So I will once more take aim with my short bow. It's the only thing that likes to work for me, apparently.
You can do it. Uh-oh.
25.
That will definitely hit.
Woo. I can't tell if the giggles are a good thing or a bad thing.
So 6 plus
What's your
18.
total? Total 18?
Nope. 24.
Total 24. So this arrow comes through the back of this Mind Flayer's head, out one of its eyes, and it just slumps dead in the chair.
You ruined the brain.
There are 3 on the ground. Pick one.
Which brings us to Zeveth.
Oh, he's fully gone.
Well, I just took him off the
Yes.
board.
Yeah.
He's slumped.
She's like, fine.
Wait,
And
Seven? That's how you aim?
she's like, please show me. Please show me. She's like, if you can't tell, I don't hold a weapon very often, actually. Is that an assist by chance or something?
No, not unfortunately. There's no action for
Damn, that'd be amazing. She's like, okay, noted. Pointer noted. She's gonna go for this number 1 next to
Okay.
Isaiah. And
Great.
we're firing the phaser.
Don't hit
Nice.
Hopefully not hit Isaiah. Okay. Well, that is an
Let's go.
18. 18 to
That,
hit.
that will hit.
That'll hit. Okay, and then that is 3d6. For 12 points of damage.
Ouch.
Zap.
All right. You zot it from across the room.
And then I will run up a little bit closer. Like, I didn't kill it, right?
No, it's still there.
It's still there. I'll just move up a little tiny bit.
Okay. Isaiah,
Cool.
you are
I'm stunned.
stunned until the end of your round. So at the end of your round, you become unstunned. You see this creature slumped with an arrow through its skull, and you see this other creature next to you. But
Great.
unfortunately, that happens at the end of your round.
Yes,
So you
indeed.
are unstunned. Emily,
Cool.
Okay. Okay. Shoot. Well, there's nothing better to do. She's gonna go up to the second brain.
uh-huh.
She's gonna attack it with her short sword. She's gonna try to instead of like making swiping motions with it, she's trying to make like stabbing to
Yeah,
stab the
that's
brain.
fine.
That. Ugh. All right, moving on. Gonna get nightmares with this. 21.
That will definitely hit.
7 points of slashing damage.
Okay, and that's to number 2.
And just for fun, we're gonna do it again.
All right,
That is a dirty 20.
that will hit.
And that is 9 points of slashing damage.
All right. So you slash twice into this, stab twice into this thing. It does recoil a little bit from you. However, it is still moving forward, and its turn is now. So it's going to attempt to claw you.
Oh, good times.
Does a 21 hit?
Oh, yes.
You take 7 points of slashing damage from one of its claws, and I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, Lord. Okay, actually, that's not too terrible. Oh, that is the wrong dice. That's what that is. I know which dice are which. That is still terrible. That's a.
All right, well, you take 9 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned.
Oh, good times.
That brings us to Damon.
All right, so he's gonna go after the only one that has not taken a turn, because
Okay.
he can use assassination feat against that.
Oh, nice.
He's using his short sword again, so that's a 13.
That will hit.
All right. That is 17 points of damage.
It does not look happy about that. And now it is its turn, and it tries to return the favor. Does a 13 hit you?
Just misses.
Intelligence saving throw, please.
So 16.
You save. You do not take any psychic damage, and you are not stunned. So you stave off the mental wave of attack on you. However, Intellect Devourer number 1 gonna try to get Isaiah again. First with the claw attack. I assume a 9 will miss Isaiah.
Certainly.
And then an intelligence saving throw again. I hate to do that to the non-high intelligence characters, but
No, it's okay.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. That is a 12.
That is the DC, so you make it, and you are not damaged by the psychic attack or stunned.
Lovely.
And that takes us to Trevor's action.
Okay. Well, I see Emily is stunned, so I'm going to move forward just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just Go that way, thank you. And I'm going to aim at brain number 2.
Go for it.
Brain number 2. So sorry.
They have names. No.
I love how Intellect Devourer shortens to id.
Yeah,
That just
yeah.
made me very, very happy.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
There was something very
There's-
Freudian about
There's
it.
one here called
So-
Ego.
You know how I made those jokes about aiming?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Got a nat 1.
Nice.
Oh no.
So you
Seven Trevor traded.
your
It's
arrow
all
goes
50.
flying wide.
Mm.
All right.
See,
I
that's
guess
what you
that,
don't do.
right.
Noted.
Zaveth, you notice the arrow go flying into the ceiling, and
I think
it's
she
your
laughed.
turn.
Like she's just like, ha. Yeah, we will take another shot at this Idge one. With the phaser.
Do it.
Oh, it's a 15.
That
To
will
hit.
hit.
Only one of us can
Oh,
hit at a time.
great. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to take turns.
It's your turn.
That's 8 points of damage.
Nice. It's not looking well.
All right, nice. She will
Anything
take.
else?
She is slowly taking like one step at a time, very slowly, just approaching, firing, taking her
Awesome.
time.
Isaiah, you're up. Emily, you're on deck.
Gorgeous. Well, this has unfortunately, through unfortunate circumstances, knocked me out of my only physically, not emotionally. The good thing about that is I am going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on this little
Uh-huh.
guy in front of me and try to just like spear it with my sword like a kebab.
Nice. Go for it.
That's not the kebab you want to eat.
That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
And we're gonna get this Hunter's Mark. Is that a D6? Yes. Great. That's gonna be a nice 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 slashing damage.
You pierce right through this thing, its legs twitch, and then they fall dead and immovable, and he is deceased.
Excellent. In that case, I will scurry over to Amelie and Intellect Devour number 2, and I will do the same thing.
Go for it.
That is probably not going to hit on 10.
A 10 will miss. So you
Understood.
swing wide. Emily, it's your turn.
I am stunned, so I can do nothing.
You are stunned, absolutely. So at the end of your turn, you shake off and you come back to your senses, and you see that one of them is dead in a puddle next, about 10 feet away from you, and the other one is still fighting right at you, and it attempts to claw and bite you again, or claw and mind affect you again. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, this little cretin.
You take 10 points of slashing damage, and I need an intelligence saving throw as your brain begins to feel it attack you psychically.
Oh no!
Oh no, you take 15 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned again.
Oh, danger, Will Robinson.
That brings us to Damon.
He's just gonna attack it. Say 21 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
For 2 points of damage.
All right, 2 points. It will try to return the favor at you. Does a 15 hit?
Yes, sir.
So that takes us to 7 points of slashing damage, and I need a intelligence saving throw from you.
Not looking good. That is 8.
You take 7 more psychic damage, and you are stunned. Which brings us back around to Trevor.
Let's see. I think this time I'll get closer to
Uh-huh.
id 3.
Gotcha.
And this time I will slash at it with my dagger.
Go for
I
it.
need to be entertained.
13.
That will hit.
Yay. 4.
4 points. It is looking very woozy. Which brings us to Zeveth.
Well, figuring that these folks have this well in hand, she doesn't attack and instead goes to hang out around the area of the corpses in the fallen and take some samples.
All right. Love it. That brings us to
Fully busy.
Isaiah.
Kebab time again.
Yeah.
Right, kebab.
Great. That is a 19 on the die for a 27.
That'll hit. I will remind you, you can move your mark.
Yes,
Could
and
you-
I do that. Thank you. Yes, I do. Switch it to this one. Great. That is going to be 8, 9, 10, 11 slashing damage.
Total?
Yes.
It's barely hanging on to life.
Great. I'm just gonna like drive the sword down a little more. Whoops. 16.
That'll hit. And as you do, you just basically, the first shot pierced into it, and you just twist the blade of the second one, and it shakes and crumbles to the ground and falls dead.
Kind of just like shake it off my sword. Ugh.
Which brings us to Amelie, who at the end of the round comes out of your stun. You see the creature at your feet is now dead.
And she just really says, "Fabulous." She is looking really rough.
Now, with one of you, I guess it's Damon, you are stunned.
Yep.
It is going to attempt to hit you with a claw. Oh, it would have advantage. So let me roll again and pick the higher. I rolled identical. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
All right, now I need an intelligence saving throw again.
Um, 9.
You take an additional 12 points of psychic damage and are continuously stunned.
He is looking rough.
I figured. It is Damon's
Same.
turn. So at the end of your turn, you become unstunned.
Ow.
Sorry. I did say number 2 went down, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't delete them. Okay. That'll bring us to Trevor.
And
Take
I
it
will
down.
try. I'll stab at it with my dagger again. You're gonna hate this. That one.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, we
Is
are
it-
doing good today.
Zavet,
Back in the
this
back.
particular creature is giving your friends some struggles.
Yeah. Am I up?
Is your turn, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she finishes like collecting. She looks over and she's like, "Oh, okay, who's looking the worst from here for angle?"
Damon looks pretty bad. Amelie looks bad. Isaiah took some damage. I
I'm
think
fine.
that's a yeah.
Nice.
Trevor's fine.
Good
Okay.
for you.
I think yeah, she's gonna come over to Damon here. Are you stunned as well?
Yes.
Okay. Just we can do about
So
that.
moving
But
forward.
she'll just come over, put a hand on Damon's shoulder, and cast Cure Wounds. Which is 2d8. It's 5. 4. Let's see, this is gonna be 11 points of healing healing
Nice.
of healing.
Damn it.
Not healing damage. Yeah.
You heal 11 points.
Just heal.
Awesome.
Healing damage. That sounds awesome.
She's like, she just says, be more careful, will you?
That'll bring us to Isaiah.
Cool. Isaiah starts to kind of step toward to run over there, sort of hesitate, and will just like grip Amelie's arm in his hand and give her a little heal instead. For God. For 6 whole hit points.
Woo.
I'm at a whole 9 now.
Oh gosh.
All right, that brings us to Amelie.
Okay. Okay. Does she want to be stupid? Is the question now.
You just got
Yes.
one creature that's pretty beat up.
You know what? Yes, she will be stupid. She thanks Isaiah, and then she's going to walk over to Brain 3 here,
Uh-huh.
and we are going to try stabbing at it again. Oh, please roll well. Oh, okay. 17.
That will hit.
Okay. And 8 slashing damage.
That is enough. And you slash the thing into 2 pieces. It falls over, split wide open, and we are out of combat.
Whew. Seveth will help Damon up. Or out of stun.
Yeah, everybody is out of their conditions at this
Yeah.
point. What do you intend to do? You are here in the control room of the ship.
All right.
Let's investigate for
Yeah.
anything that looks like some kind of interface.
Yeah, he was sitting
Like
in the
that.
chair that had tentacles attached to him when you walked into the room, so that's probably how it communicates to the room.
He's gonna head over in that direction.
All right,
And
give me an
sit in
investigation
it.
check. Oh, you're just gonna sit.
Oh, no, I'll investigate. I'll investigate
Okay.
first. A little self-restraint, not much here though. Okay, that is 14.
Yeah, you do think that this is a control chair, and you probably have to communicate through the tentacles. And since you've touched them before, you know what that feels like. So there is the potential of danger. But
He's like, okay.
you're just gonna go for it.
I think she'll look at them and be like, anyone else feel more inclined to try out this creepy chair or
By all means.
Be my guest.
Yeah, she'll take a seat.
Give me a charisma save, this time with advantage, since you know it's coming.
Love it. Oh, well, that's a nat one.
Oh no.
Nat one or 6. Well, so it'd be a 5 or a dirty 20.
Oh,
Phew.
yeah, the dirty 20 is
Sorry for the
perfectly
suspense.
fine. So you don't. No, that's great. I love suspense. So you don't. So you feel it wash over you again, and then you hear all the voices just saying, "Destroy it! Destroy the ship! Destroy it!"
She just immediately pushes the controls to go straight down.
Right. So you communicate with this thing to just make it go into a nosedive, and you all feel that lurch, and this ship is going down. What do you all do?
Shoot,
What are
I
you
was
doing?
just-
Why are you doing this? Seven,
How about do you
can it tell you how to get us home, maybe?
I think she's focused.
okay. Okay. So Amelie's gonna go to where this chair is. And she's just kind of looking around it for oh, how do I want to describe this? Is there any like contraption that she might think would be the thing that got them here in the first place? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
So there are other tentacles you could interact with in the room if that's what you so wish.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Okay, I'm good at this.
You got this.
Ooh! Natural 19 plus 5 is a 24.
Nice. So yes, you stave off any wave of psychic energy coming towards your brain, and you are in communication with these tentacles that are just telling you to destroy the ship, destroy the ship. What do you do?
She says we're doing that. Kill them. We're destroying the ship. How do we don't want to go down with the ship? How do we get out of here?
Immediately in your head, you see a schematic of the ship, and you know where there are portals, and the portals have the name of your homeworlds on them
Mm.
in the schematic.
Right?
So you know where that is in the ship. It's not in this room, but you know where that is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I know where to go. And she looks to Beth and she's like, "Come on, we gotta get out of here. You're taking the ship down. You don't want to go down with the ship. Let's go."
Can I have some persuasion?
Ooh.
Oh,
I don't know what
snap.
I'm rolling. But yeah.
23.
Ooh.
I
That's
feel
pretty
like
persuasive.
that's pretty persuasive. Yeah. Um
And
yeah,
you've
I think
given the orders for the ship to go down, so you know
yeah,
it's doing that. You can feel it,
yeah.
still doing it.
Okay. Yeah, I think she like needs to be a little bit peeled out of the chair, but when she starts to, she's like, "Oh, okay. Oh,
Isaiah
what
goes over and just like hauls her by the arm.
where are we going?"
There's,
Out of
there's,
here.
From here.
there's portals. There's portals back to our homeworld. I know where they are. Let's go.
But there's more samples just coming with.
Nice. So you're able to, by touching different tentacles, make your way through different passages that you can't see inherently first, but because you have that knowledge, Emily, from seeing the schematics, you know where to go, and you come into an area that does have portals that are open to your worlds. You recognize what's on the other side of each of these portals, and you're all faced with that. What do you do?
This is our way home. We can go home.
Can we go? Do we know that for sure? We're not gonna get like incinerated stepping through.
I think it's either that or we crash down out of the sky. Die.
The ship is definitely going down.
Look, there. You see, and I'm going to point to the one that I presume is world, just by kind of process of elimination here. Don't you recognize that?
I mean, I do, but I don't trust anything that's been happening today.
Would it
You know what,
help if
that-
I went first? I think she feels comfortable with the honesty of the connecting directly with the interface, and like that there should be no logical reason for this to, like, that they really didn't have intention of just holding them forever necessarily. Like, why? So yeah, I think she'll go in front of her and she'll be like, she just says, "Will Sarava, I'm coming home," and goes through.
All right. So you step through, and as soon as you step through, that portal closes. And I'll come back to you in a minute.
Amelie is just feeling very certain about. She's done what this thing and the whatever has asked of them to do. She looks at her. She looks at the others. She's like, well, hopefully there won't be a next time, but maybe later. And she steps through.
Excellent. And as soon as you step through, your portal closes.
Good luck, you all. And step through mine.
Same. Step through, closes.
Okay. Goodbye then. Everyone's
Goodbye.
through his portal.
And Damon will step through his.
As the two of you step through, your portals went closed. And as you all return back to your homeworlds, you are in your beds as if you had never left. Is there anything you want to do in this moment?
Scream.
Can we remember anything from
You
our
remember it all.
adventure?
You remember it all.
Do we still have the injuries we sustained during?
Well, I
this
should
trip?
say to be fair, these are your characters as authors. You choose to say what they remember. I don't want to make that decision for you with whatever your future plans are for these characters. But maybe is an Illithid invasion coming some of your ways. Maybe I might have inspired that. But yes, you are back to your world. Your daughter is there, safe and sound, never had any knowledge that you were missing, et cetera, and I'd like to think that somewhere in the headcanon of these characters, this plays a part somehow, or maybe not. Again, I'm not trying to influence your future with these characters. But thank you all for a fun evening. I hope you guys had a blast. I know we did. And thank you on the stream for watching. Those of you who stayed and watched tonight, and those of you who are watching in the future, because we do put all of our stuff up on our YouTube channel. So this will be up there forever and ever and ever until YouTube takes it down for some whatever reason that is. But thank you all again. I'll be happy to note that we've had enough excitement about this that we were doing another author adventures with another group of authors next month. So there'll be another one shot with authors. I don't know if I'll be running that or if one of the other Dicey Decisions GMs will be running it or not. But thank you all for playing. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.